Hey guys, Dr. Kyle here. I want to shoot the mindset video today. It is day, let's see, that was 15, 16, day 17 on the mindset challenge. I hope you guys are doing amazing. I hope you're learning a ton and growing and sticking with this through the process. I know that it sometimes isn't always easy, and I've talked to a lot of you, and I think the biggest challenge is really just giving yourself grace whenever you mess up and realizing that this whole process is not just about 28 days. It is ultimately about the lifetime of a lifestyle change. I tell you before that, for myself, for Dr. Holly, we've been doing this kind of stuff or eating this way and exercising and doing all these healthy habits for the last exercising my whole life, but for the last 10 years, really, at least 10 to 12 years of eating healthy. And it takes time and still it's a challenge. So I want to give you some encouragement, stuff that I look at all the time that just reminds me about how important it is to stick with things and have a regimen, have something that I'm disciplined in. Two of my favorite leaders or mentors that I follow are David and Jason Benham. If you have ever heard of them or know them, they're here in Charlotte area actually, and one of the things they teach is discipline and diligence. And so discipline is the showing up. Diligence is doing it over and over and over again. And those two things are what brings success in whatever you're trying to accomplish. And so a lot of times we think of discipline as a bad thing, something that we have to do or something that just is a negative. But the truth is the more you fall in love with the disciplines in life, the more success or the more joy you get out of life. And I think we've all experienced that before. I know for myself personally, about a year and a half ago now, I did something called the 75 Hard Challenge, where you work out twice a day and you follow a certain eating plan for 75 days and you drink, I think, a gallon of water. You read a kind of a self-help book or whatnot every day. Excuse me. And that 75 days of it became something that I looked forward to, and the joy that I got at the end of it was something that, in some levels, I've never experienced before. And the physique or the physicalness that came from it was amazing. So, and then the other part that I realized throughout that challenge as I was doing it is that when I quit thinking about, oh, it's going to be 75 days, right? When you quit thinking about, I am not going to eat sugar anymore, I'm going to stop doing that, and it seems so hard for so long. When you stop thinking about it and you just take it day by day, for me, it was just wake up, make sure you get your 2 workouts in. That's all you got to focus on. And 75 days came, and I was so used to doing it, I didn't even realize it was the 75th day. I was just doing it. It just became a part of my life because of those disciplines. So remember, discipline is a good thing. It's something that you really want to learn about and love and learn to love, really. And even in Scripture, it's all over Scripture. But some of my favorite ones are in Proverbs 12:1. Whoever loves discipline loves knowledge, right? Whoever and loves wisdom. Hebrews 12:11 says, "For the moment, all disciplines seem painful rather than pleasant, but the day is, but I'm sorry, but it yields peaceful fruit of righteousness." So the discipline over and over again is always seen as a good thing, but it's something that in the moment doesn't feel like a good thing. And so the more we get, and this is my final kind of tip here before I close up, the more you get past what things feel like and can zero in on the vision that you've created for your life. And so this goes back to your what you want and being very clear on that and looking at it every day. This goes back to why you want it and being clear on that every single day. This is something I'm going to continue to hit on because it is the core of where you go in life and what you're trying to accomplish when you do things. Is the more clear you are on that, the easier those individual disciplines are, because they actually feel good because you feel like you're moving towards something. I'll give you an example. If you're someone that likes to, or for me, I like to build things. I really enjoy making things. I love creating things. I like seeing the before, the after. That's kind of like this. It's the same concept of when you cut grass, right? The before and watching the lines while you're cutting it. Some people like that with vacuuming, but it's that immediate kind of gratification of seeing it change. So if you think about it this way, right, when I'm cutting the grass, thinking about cutting the whole grass can be kind of daunting, especially if you have a big yard. But while you're doing it, if you just enjoy cutting each individual line, it actually feels pretty good. And for me, I'm building a table for this room right now, so I'll be sitting at a different table eventually. and I'm staining this table, and I've decided to sand the table. And I just enjoyed sanding that process, doing the sanding process, and watch it get smoother and smoother and smoother. And even though every time I looked at that table, I'm like, man, I have so much work still to do. I said, okay, one day at a time, I'm going to do this today, and I'm going to stain it today. And then eventually you have a creation that is just amazing to look at. So think of that same thing for your life. When you, every day at a time, when you wake up and you're exercising, don't think about the pain of the exercise, or don't think about how you feel in the moment. Think about what you're going to get out of that exercise. And that, what you're going to get out of that exercise might be energy later on that day. It might be weight loss later on in your life. It might be immediate, but not necessarily worried so much about how long it takes, but just knowing, hey, if I show up today, if I eat clean today, if I exercise today, if I watch these mindset videos, if I read good scripture and I get into the word, if I pray, if I do those things, even though I don't feel it right now, the discipline of doing it adds up to a life that you truly want, right? So I know we all have a vision for what we want in life, even if it's not crystal clear to everybody. We all have an idea of what we want. Well, the only way you can get that become a reality is the daily disciplines and the continual diligence. So that's the mindset for today. You guys have an amazing day and keep rolling. We're on day 17, and I'll talk to you day 18. Bye.